God existed before your organization and before your organism and before your institution, that God existed before grace and before grace was allocated. God existed before there was a tree grown that would be a cross. God existed before Jerusalem was called Jerusalem. God existed before the Roman Catholic Church was established. God existed before there were AMEs or Baptists or Pentecostals or Church of God in Christ. God existed before there was a choir to sing or a drum to beat or a hand to clap. God existed before there was a day or a night or a spring or a winter or a summer. God existed before there was a cloud burst and rain descended. God existed before there were oceans, seas, land. God existed before the mountains stood up and pointed at him. God existed before the valleys humbled himself in shame before him. God existed before a star started twinkling in the blackest of night. God existed before the sun ever began to shine. God existed before there were eyes to behold him, voices to declare him, hands to clap before him. God was God alone in the beginning. God. Far back as you can look, he was standing there by himself. In the beginning, God. No explanation, no description, no mother, no father, no manufacturer, no creator, no board endorsement, no conjuring of his identity. As far back as eyes can go, he was there. Before there was anybody there to tell him he was there, he was there. Before there was anybody there to acknowledge that he was there, he was there. Before there was anybody to praise that he was there, he was there. In the beginning, God. David said, from everlasting to everlasting, thou art God. He is very difficult to describe because there are none like him. There are no powers like his power. His power was not given to him. It was not allocated to him. It was not voted through a democratic system that it might be conveyed upon him. He did not grow into it or advance into it. He just was. He wasn't a boy God and then became a man God. He's just God, all by himself. It is a dilemma to describe him. It is a dilemma to describe him because you need something to compare him to. And I admit and I confess before you this morning that I am but a limited man myself with meager words to describe a God that defines human expression. I don't have much, but I can do that humbly and still stand before you because even God is difficult to find it difficult to describe himself. He said, I look for someone greater than myself. And finding no one greater than myself, I swear by myself. Touch your neighbor and say, God. There is no higher power. There is no greater authority. He will have the last say. After all the doctors have met, he will have the last say. After all the lawyers have come together and had their briefings and decided their technique, God will have the last say. God is God all by himself. There's never been a God before him, and there'll never be a God after him. He is alone. He is God all by himself. He sits on the circle of the earth. When the judge sits down, the court's in session, God sits on the circle of the earth. All power in heaven and in the earth is given unto him. Imagine, if you will, what you are saying when you say God. We use his name so loosely because we do not appreciate what you are saying when you say God. One of the commandments given in the Old Testament is don't throw my name around loosely. You shall not take my name. If you don't want nothing, don't say nothing. Because when you call me in the room, something is going to happen. I'm God. His word is the last word. Nobody will amend him, critique him, evaluate him, or correct him. Everything he said is right. Everything he does is good. He said, I'm not a man that I should lie, or the Son of Man that I should repent. Have I not spoken it? Shall it not come to pass? Oh, he bad with his stuff now. He don't mind telling you who he is. Moses said, who shall I say sent me? God said, tell him I am that I am.